Hello and welcome once more to Red Gaming Tech for yet more of your daily gaming news and myself, Marta. Today is still the 13th of November and this time I'm bringing you some news from the PS4 as Shuhei Yoshida has said that Sony will eventually be adding MP3 music CD and DLNA server support to the PS4. Now, Yoshida told Giant Bomb that Sony was, quote, caught off guard by the uproar sparked by the announcement that the PS4 would not be supporting such services at launch. And he said, quote, the biggest surprise for us all internally at Sony was there were so many people who passionately reacted to our announcement that there's no MP3 support and DLNA support on day one. And some suggested that the lack of music playback features was part of a cunning plan at Sony to drive subscriptions of its cloud music service, which is of course Music Unlimited, but Yoshida insisted, quote, it's not like that. And he continued by saying, like we've been saying, the focus has always been on the game features, and some of the features we wanted but we could get in on day one, game features, we were very disappointed. We don't really think about MP3 or DLNA. We always thought that we were going to do that eventually. We've been doing it with the PlayStation products, so it caught us off guard. People don't really talk about these features, but when we say we don't have it, some people get really mad and say, I cancelled the pre-order. So as we speak, the teams in Japan and the US, the systems guys, are discussing how and when we can put these features on the PS4. And of course, Sony has already confirmed that PS4 users can overlay music onto the top of game audio using Music Unlimited. So we may not see these features at launch. I guess it kind of depends on how much they can get done in quite a short space of time. Of course, it's going to be out in the US in just over a week, so they don't exactly have long to get it working for launch. So I doubt we'll be seeing this for launch, but hopefully it'll be not long after. So it seems like there just wasn't time to get this feature working in time for the launch day. So for those of you hoping to lay over your own collection of MP3s or what have you over your in-games, if you don't want to use the Music Unlimited service, you may have to wait a little while for them to patch it in, but the feature will be included with the PS4. Now, the uproar regarding this was rather large, and I did see many accusations that Sony was doing this in a clever ploy to basically get people to subscribe to the Music Unlimited service, but given that they're going to be adding it eventually, I think that people making those sort of claims have pretty much been debunked. Of course, we don't know when this is going to be added, but given how much they seem to have recognised how much people want this, because, you know, they were honestly shocked by how people reacted, they've kind of had it hammered home, people really want this piece of functionality in our console, they're probably not going to dilly-dally around getting it fixed. We may not see it within the first week of launch because, well, the launch of a console is a delicate thing, and I'm sure there's going to be the usual teething problems that we see with any big launch. So it may be put on the back burner if there's some big problem around the launch. I'm not saying there will be, but there is a chance. The launch is a very delicate time for anything, and both the Xbox One and PS4 are undoubtedly going to have some hiccups in their launch period, so it really just depends. Hopefully we'll see this sooner rather than later. But of course, they haven't even given a release window. They've just said, yes, we will be adding the feature. So hopefully it'll be soon, but we just don't know. Anyway, that is me done for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.